Hi. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Obviously I'm doing it on a different day than normal. So I normally do the stream Thursday at 5 p.m. But I won't be here, so I'm doing it today at 5 to 6. Sorry. Bit of a random time. Um, yeah. So I tried to aim for 6, but I'm ready now, so I thought I'll just come on. I will just start. So I'm starting. If you'd like to join the Zoom, you can do. I've put the Zoom link on my Facebook page, and there should be a link to that under the video description. Um, so you can join that now before I start the introduction, or you can join after the introduction to ask any questions. Um, if you do join the Zoom, I'm going to please stay muted until you want to speak your question. I'm going to pin my video when you do as well, so that I'm the main video on the Zoom screen. But you're free to either have camera off or on Zoom. But I can't pin myself until someone joins it, so I have to wait and see if anyone joins. But yeah, the link's on my Facebook page. Apart from that, you're free to ask questions in the chat. It's helpful to put Q or question so I can see which comments are questions and which are just comments. Yeah, and the title of this stream is The Recognition of Aliveness. The Recognition of Aliveness. Just give it a few moments and I'll start the introduction. My cat is hiding under the bed, so she might meow to come out. She's too big to fit under that bed. Yeah. Hi, chemical soup. Well, let's move that. Let's move this. Hi, MD Imran. So this feels like the fundamentals that should be taught The fundamental lesson 101. Like we were going back to kindergarten in America or Germany. Um, Back to nursery. We call it nursery in the UK. Going back to nursery or kindergarten, learning the basics. Forget about ABC, one, two, three. Let's talk about who we are. The fundamental. Fundamentals. Forget about Henry VIII, like oh, oh, I've hidden the title now. I need the reminder visible just to remember what I'm talking about. Oh, that's right, quite high. Okay. So, what we're talking about here is it rudimental? Maybe it's rudimental. Rudimentary. Yeah. So, what we're talking about here is so basic. You're really going back to basics. You're really going back to the fundamental, the basics. This isn't something intellectual. This isn't something you can learn. You can read books and learn about. It's not a mathematical problem or algebra. Really going back to the basics. Before numbers were learned, before the alphabet was learned, before anything was learned. Oh, my mouth dropped. My mouth's like open. Going back to the simplest of simple. Simplest of simple. Something that's so natural. Something that's not acquired through time, through future. It's not ruined by the past or affected by the past. It's not changed by a mood or an emotion or an experience. Not something that can be grabbed hold of. Not something moving and changing. In fact, it's not something. It's not an object. It has no quality. It has no boundary. So to the mind that is looking for something, looking for an object, an experience, it can feel unsatisfied. It can feel irritated. It can feel uncomfortable. And that's okay. What is longed for is simply this recognition, this beingness, this aliveness. This isness. The mind, which is on its own trajectory in time. The mind, which thinks itself so important, thinks itself to be the primary reality. What it's doing, what it's planning, what happened to it, what she said, what he said, what I said, what they said, what they did, what they didn't do, what they didn't say, what I didn't say, what she didn't say, what he didn't do, what he didn't say, what didn't happen, what should have happened, what could happen, what might happen. None of that is truth. None of that is what is longed for. What is longed for is simply here. It's simply this. It's free. It's free of any of that. There's no rejection of that. It's just free of any of that. And humans get so identified and lost and attached to the mind, to the activity of the mind, to the functioning of the mind, that the content of the mind becomes the primary reality. It becomes truth. It becomes who and what we are. Like a picture on the screen. The characters on the screen become real, become important more so than the screen. But without the screen, the characters couldn't play, they couldn't perform, or the stage, or the book. Without the paper, the book, the words couldn't be expressed and written and read. Of course, the story is interesting. Of course, the focus is on the story because that's what's moving. That's where all the light and the action is. But it becomes hellish, like a nightmare, when that's all there is. The stories and the thoughts, the drama, the play. There's been a forgetting, a total absorption in the characters, in the stories, to the point where you've lost yourself. And so this recognition of aliveness this remembering, this waking up out of that hypnotism to the film, to the book, to the story, to the play. Remembering, oh, a deep remembering, a deep recognition of your true place, of what you truly are, not as a character or a story in the play. A recognition beyond that performance. This is simply what's longed for. The freedom from being bound to that that play, that film. Like a film is generally an hour and a half. Imagine if it was like years and years. This film kept playing years and years. Oh, hellish. And then imagine like just going with that analogy a minute. Imagine if like the character in that film was like, oh, okay, I want to get out of this. This is getting a bit annoying now. I want to end this film, but it can't get out. It's like trying to get out and it can't find the way out of the film. It's trying all these different things, trying to get out. And then you, what you truly are, can stand up and like, oh, it's a film. I'm not in that. I can get up and walk to the kitchen or to the bathroom or I'm not that character. I'm not trapped in that film of someone. That's not what I am. That's not true. It's never been true. I am that which doesn't move, doesn't change. I'm not the scenery or the script. I'm not the drama or the romance or the thriller or the action or the horror or the comedy. In one way, I'm all of it, but I'm not any of it. I'm free. I'm not anything. And because I'm not anything, I can be everything. I can be the comedy and the drama and the horror and the thriller and the action, but I'm not actually anything. I'm not bound and limited. And this is what non-duality is. This is what waking up is. Oh, itchy nose, sorry. The end. Itchy nose. The end of believing, not just in the head, but believing like the end of being something. the end of this happening to someone, the end of this being someone experiencing life, the end of that separation, the end of that longing for wholeness, for completion, love, total waking up to what you are beyond you, beyond this illusion of separateness. Beautiful non-duality. Hopefully you can hear me during that. I can get a bit soft spoken sometimes, so I forget to project. I forget to project. Okay. So yeah, you're welcome to join on Zoom. Yeah, the link's on my Facebook. I'll just read through the questions on the chat. Hi, MD Imran. I am new here. Oh, you can hear just fine. Okay. Thank you. Oh, Yeah, you can join the Zoom if let's ask the question. The Zoom is the link is on my Facebook page. Oops. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I don't know how to ask,
It's
what to
okay.
ask.
You can take your time. There's no hurry or anything. There's no pressure.
So I know that there is something that is infinite, and I am and I am not anything, but I am everything. I've also been there. How do I move forward?
I mean, being nothing and everything. What, where where is forward? What could you move to?
It's everywhere, so I cannot move anywhere where I'm not there. But it's not in my experience right now. I mean, how to say it? It's not the right words. No word is right here. I don't know. Sometimes I just become silent because I don't know how to say it, or but I'm still seeking or longing somehow. So
I think that there will be seeking and longing as long as there's this sense of being separate. So as long as there's that sense of being something,
but if it is everything, then it is also me. So
then
I
it,
kind of understand it intellectually, but it's not.
yeah, it appears it is everything. It appears as if it's separate. It appears as this sense of separation, a separate looking, a separate living. But while that's there, while that's happening, that sense of separation's happening, then it will feel discomfort, incomplete. It will be seeking to end that sense of separation, to end that sense of lack. So while that's there, then it's there and it's seeking to find wholeness, to find itself. And it's not like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong or bad about that. It's just the way it is. It's seeking to find whole. And it wants to get out of that. It wants to do and it wants to fix and it wants to remedy it. But that's it seeking. This is whole. This is complete. This is already fully everything. It's a total love affair with itself.
How did your seeking begin and end? In seeking is natural. How did it end? That's also natural.
I don't know. I don't know how it started and how it ended. It doesn't seem relevant
Now, okay.
to what's being talked about here. It doesn't seem relevant to anything. Like to go into time and to tell a story, make up words and make up meaning, make up order.
So this title of yours, that feeling aliveness, what's recognizing of aliveness.
Yeah.
So you see, in this moment, I was there. I was alive. I was. And I mean, I am, and I was everything and I was nothing. And then saw that my body was small and now it's big. So, but I still am. So I am something beyond my body, and thoughts are also there and sometimes not there. So, but I still am. I'm alive. So I'm not this mind as well or these thoughts. These are also just coming and going and disappearing sometimes, not even there. So I just don't know how do I don't know how to say it, but
Mm. But you have to ask who, like, who is that one? Who is that one that's claiming to have seen all those things and to have recognized all those things and to be all those things?
just don't see it.
Because this one who's claiming to have seen all these things and been all these things, it's now saying, "Oh, there's a problem, and I need to know something else." Like, who is this one, this claimer who's experienced all these things and knows all these things and now is trying to get somewhere or reach somewhere or it's such a fuckery. It's a fuckery, this idea that there is someone experiencing, that this someone is true. It's such a dream, such an illusion. That there's someone here alive.
But I was not able to point it out. I am, but I don't know how do I point myself out.
Sorry, I just do raise the volume a little bit. It's hard to hear you. Sorry. Can you repeat that?
Uh, it's hard to point out where I am or where I am not, and who is experiencing. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I just don't see the truth. I'm not. I don't know how to say it, but um, I still feel it. It feels like that something's missing, or
Yeah.
how do I approach this question? Who's the one who's claiming to seen all these things?
Mm. That feeling of there's something missing. That raw feeling of there's something missing. So the mind wants to take that and to run with it into solving it. Or there's that feeling that interpretation is true, and he wants to try and then solve that, find what's missing. But that feeling of, oh, there's something missing, that raw feeling of it is actually okay. Like it has like a jewel or a nugget in it. It's actually okay. It's not what the mind thinks it is, a truth, but it needs to now solve and take on and resolve in some way. Everything that's happening is what's happening, and it's free. So that feeling of there's something missing, there's a lack, I'm incomplete. It's okay. Doesn't need resolving. There's no problem here. This is a really um radical communication. It really is. Because it's not going to the mind. What's longed for isn't in the mind. It's right here. This is it. This aliveness is here. This freedom is here.
You,
Well, thank you, Sagar. Is that how you say your name?
Sagar.
Cigar. Cigar.
Sagar,
So I can't really hear it. Cigar. No.
Sagar,
Saga.
Sagar,
Saga. Saga.
Sagar.
I can't roll
Yes,
my R's like that. Saga. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Bye
Thank you.
bye. You're welcome to ask any questions either through joining the Zoom or through the chat box. How are you? That question doesn't tickle me, actually. That question doesn't annoy me. That question's always very confusing. Oh, I meant it more in a like practical. sense of being asked, "Oh, how are you?" It's a very difficult thing to answer when people ask that question. Yeah, yeah, not being sure what they're referring to. I think I think I think it's Bar and Katie had something similar where she couldn't she couldn't she couldn't say her name or anything, or say her name, or couldn't recall anything about her life pre before or something. Um, but no, this body brain still manages to function. I often struggle to remember how old I am. I could go. That's probably common though as you get older to forget what age you are. Okay, question. Why call it by non-duality? There are so many different names. What's so special about non-duality? If you called it another name, if you called it house tree, then you could say, why call it house tree? Why not call it something else? Whatever you call it, it's going to be like, why call it that? I mean, yeah. But the term non-duality is saying not to. So that sense of being separate is two, is division. It's me, something here, and something else here. This division, there's two, there's duality. So it's saying not to, that that reality, that experience isn't true. It's that's a dream of separation, a dream of thought. It's a dream. So it's saying not dream, not to, not separate. It's pointing to, yeah, not separation, unity, wholeness, not to, not me. And it's beautiful. Not the name, but what it's pointing to, not to, not separation, wholeness. It's beautiful. It's what's being longed for. That's the heart's longing for the love. we call it love, but it's longing for that, the end of that separateness. The end of being someone looking out at other. Mm. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. And lovely to share. Have you read any Advaita Vedanta book? Um, I have I probably. I mean, I've bought a few books along over the years. Probably haven't finished any of them. I start books and then not finish. Um, yeah, but yeah, I can't quote any or think of any. I am that. I haven't read that. I've got plenty, yeah, lots of different books, but I've not really read them all. Um, I think I want to actually try and read some Advaita Vedanta books. I've mostly been listening to Western modern, what they call it, modern, yeah, modern Western non-duality speakers, especially with YouTube over the past 10, 15 years. It's been more yeah, videos and stuff on YouTube and going to talks and stuff. Um, yeah. I think I went off reading for a while because it was just the being, the aliveness was here. And so in reading it, that the mind was trying to read it, understand it, but the beingness was here. So it wasn't very pleasant. Um, yeah. Mhm. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Lots of love, lots of love. Lots of love. I'm going on a train tomorrow, so I'm very excited. I'm going on a train with a packed lunch. Very exciting. Anyway, yeah.